Hi guys, it's Dom, Mustache Man here to help developers get good at sharing their thoughts and ideas with other people. And today we're going to be looking at the idea of confidence and how do we cultivate it in our workplaces and in our development career. And I want to address the idea that confidence is something that you just go get or you do it once and you have confidence all the time. Like being a good developer, confidence is about the process of doing things that will push us out, and we learn from our mistakes and we learn more about ourselves. And I want you to think about, in this process of cultivating confidence, it is just that it's a process, and you want to enjoy it as much as possible because it may take some time, but that's okay. So the first thing I want you to think about is think about the areas in which you are confident. Now, they may not come to you immediately, but I'm pretty sure there's either an activity or a social space that you enjoy that helps you feel relaxed, that helps you feel more open, that helps you where you feel you're willing to take more risks than normal. And I want you to think about those things. Think about what in those spaces are there. Is it the people? Is it that your skill set, that you know what you're doing? What are the things that makes it comfortable, and how do we bring those aspects into the workplace where you may feel less confident? The other thing I want you to think about is, what are some of the things that are holding you back? Is it the fact that, particularly when we're going to talk about public speaking, is it the fact that you struggle with making eye contact, or you struggle with challenging ideas from people who are more experienced than you? Is it the question that you don't know what to say? And I want you to just target one. Don't try and fix all of them. Just target one or two. And I want you to think about, what is one way that I could practice improving this on a daily basis? So for example, let's take eye contact. Let's say maybe you notice that you can't hold eye contact more than 2 seconds. Then what you want to think about over the course of a month is thinking about, how can I increase that to 3 seconds? How can I increase that to 4 seconds? Now, eye contact is one of those weird things where you don't want to stare at someone because that's a little bit unsettling, but you want to be thinking about, how can I hold the person's gaze? How can I show them that I'm really interested in what they're saying? And just practice that over a period of time. And you want to make progress. You want to keep a chart of how you're doing. Now, I'm not saying make this public, but I am saying, progress, having a progress chart can be really helpful to you, to help you understand where you're going well, where you're falling down, and what steps you can take around those processes and how to get better. The other thing that you can do is you can get help. So it could be as simple as sort of like asking a friend to check up on you, to hold you accountable, or it could just be asking for professional advice. Getting help is not a bad thing, and getting help around getting confidence is not a bad thing at all. We all struggle at one point or another with confidence, and we may have had ours damaged in the past by some negative experience. So getting help is not a bad thing at all. In fact, it's the best thing to do. And put it this way, this is hard, and getting as much help as you can will increase your chances of success. The other thing that you can do is think about how you can use your passions that we talked about in step 1, and how you can use that to bring other people in. So here's an example. I like playing board games. They're one of my favorite things. And I had friends that showed me different types of board games. And what I thought about doing was, I wanted to play more board games. So I started a board game night at work. Now, a lot of people after work, they like to go to the bar and drink, and that's not my thing. But I'm also aware that I don't want to be antisocial, so I've created an alternative. And it goes well. Some people show up, some people don't, but it's my way of sharing myself with other people. And that takes a little bit of guts, and it does take a little bit of motivation. And if you can get people to support you in that really helps as well. So I would say, have a look at that and see how you can use your passions to involve other people. The other thing I would say is figure out what ways you can get involved on a smaller basis. So let's say your church or community organization needs someone to do something that you normally wouldn't do. Use it as an opportunity to help out in a little bit. And if you're scared about committing to a whole day or a whole weekend, volunteer and say, hey, look, I can only do half an hour. I can only do, half a day instead. But you want to think about how you can push yourself just a little bit. Not so much that it's terrifying, but just enough so that you can sort of stretch open your boundaries a little bit. And you will see that with that and learning new things and opening yourself up comes the confidence that you can then apply to work. So I hope those ideas are enough for you to sort of think about and ponder on. If you've got any other ideas, please write them in the comments below. If you like this, please subscribe that way you know when other videos are coming up. And if you think someone else could benefit from this, please share this. I will see you next time.